as this thing indicates that it's going. Alright. Last time with the Whims of Fate. It was clear skies for the day. A lot of songbirds, but there were none that Sabrina wanted at the moment. A letter arrived from Rada, giving some giving her notes regarding her investigations into the possible origins of Tong's angst. And on the march, Tooth noticed a person following the army. So Erden gave him a snowball to throw at said person, but missed terribly.
Yep.
Erden went over and talked with the person, who eventually introduced himself as Cobalt. He was a traveling scribe. Is on the look for work.
I just remember camera recruiting Cobalt.
Right. Yes. You're in.
How do you feel about Saxon?
Cobalt appears to be a more calmer version of Tiberius. As
Except he can fight. That's a big difference.
That is a big difference.
Tiberius in the fact that he's weirded out by the fact that we're magical.
He's weirded out that it's all internal. It's all internalized.
Yeah, it's all internal.
Yes, calm exterior, internal screaming.
During lunch, Brina eventually found some crows and paid them using some coins from Medea to mail a letter for her.
Tiny bauble.
Erden overheard part of Brina's conversations with people in order to pay said crows, and asked Tong if she would send her familiar to go look for a falcon that's been following the army. And she rejected this request for very good reasons. One of them being the falcon was Will.
Yep.
Amor and Cobalt had a conversation. And Brina wrote some more letters, and we camped within sight of Tantagil. Amor went scouting that night and was ambushed by his wife, who requested a meeting with, or an introduction to his friends. And this week, with the Whims of Fate.
We meet Amber's wife.
All right.
Yes, it's a little bit odd saying as the player's wife that we get to meet the wife.
Just thought it might make you feel better.
Oh man, now it's like Catherine of Aragon.
Okay, so currently, are most of our group together, or are we kind of spread out?
I think.
Last we left him, I thought most of us were in the same place.
Yeah, I thought most of us were in the same place in camp.
Yeah, I think Idea gave us the letter from Rada.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So we're probably all sitting together.
Sans Tong.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, because Erden played this in a hopeful song, and then I'm finishing my letter to Leoflid, though dreading having to find another chord of it to send it. that's basically it. But I think we're all relatively around the same place. And Tooth is probably somewhere close to Airden because he likes riding in his saddlebags. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Cobalt would have found a simple patch of dirt, rubbed it smooth, and then practiced lettering with a small stick or a stencil.
Okay.
Does anybody remember what kind of magic? This is slightly in character, slightly out of character. What kind of magic we like? We brought the Fae for the magic to intimidate the Romans. Was there a specific kind of magic, or like did we just have to show that it was magic? I get the impression it was more the violent sort of magic, but I can't remember.
I think it's just the fact
It's
that we're magic and the Saxons and the Romans don't like it.
I think it's
Magic is
mostly the
by
fact.
definition terrifying. So
I think it's mostly for the fact that it's not druidic magic.
Yeah.
I think that was the big part.
And for the Saxons, they have their wise women, but other than that, correct me if I'm wrong, by all means, because I want to make sure I'm remembering this correctly. The Saxons aren't okay with magic other than their wise women.
Yeah. And their wise women don't do anything fancy. They're mostly just making potions and amulets, which means their wise women may not necessarily actually be magical.
They're mainly craftsmen that can sell a story.
They're just chemists.
Yes, they're mostly just chemists.
They're chemists.
the true origin of alchemy.
No, they're chemists and biologists. To go back to that one meme that was posted in the silly spot is that witches are chemists and biologists, whereas wizards are mathematicians and something else. I think physicists.
Yeah, that sounds about
Yeah.
right.
And electricians.
Electricians are the real wizards, let's be honest.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
they
won't
are.
go through the list now, but I came up with like 45 things that make electricians same as wizards, including having funny hats.
It's not very distinct.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, we were just talking about Braxton's volume is a little bit louder than everybody else on our end, but it's not very distinct. So
We're just messing with user volumes.
Gotcha.
don't mind the side conversations. We try to keep them to a minimum.
Try
No,
to.
you're good. Okay, so sounds like everyone's still kind of together. Just making sure nobody decided to wander off. Why don't?
Gonna be. That might be the most entertaining one of all. I just realized.
Food tooth?
Well, because before you got on, Dominic and I were thinking of like, I think as far as like Helen meeting the party and how they respond to her and how she might respond to them. So I was thinking of how Brina's like, I think she'll love her, but also be intimidated by her. Idea finds another sister in her, and I'm like, wait, what is the reaction? What is Kellen's reaction to Tooth gonna be? But sorry,
Shall see.
I'm hypothesizing about something that we can actually be playing now.
Yes. Yes, get on with it.
Yes. Anyway, okay, so everyone is together. So,
Very convenient for Amarer when he walks back in.
yes, exactly. Easy to find them. They haven't gone far. Not most of them are sitting pretty close together, kind of chatting quietly to each other.
I mean, Amarer will be proactive and walk up to them and introduce Kellenin, assuming that Kellenin doesn't out-proactive him.
Proactive him.
Oh no, she's being very patient.
Why does that sound like sarcasm?
Externally, she's being very patient.
So Amora comes over, guys, and there's a woman with him who's got a really wide smile on her face for some reason.
Divine sense. Now, this is by far the most unsettling reaction if you think about it.
I'll have you know she's very divine.
Forced calm, or worried, or out hatred, or something about this party. Completely normal. Smiling?
Well, there's nothing divine about her. Nothing. Undead about her or evil about her. And as you guys like fall silent to look at her, she kind of glances at Amror.
Rita's going to be tentatively smiling back because she's like, I don't know who this is. I have an idea, but I'm not going to jump to conclusions. And she is smiling. She seems nice. I'll tentatively smile.
Correctly, lady is correct, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Whatever you mean.
Yes, so. Ember will walk up, and he will, what does he word this? I don't want to start with my friend.
As he looks like he's struggling to figure out what to say, she goes, wait. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna make some guesses here. Okay.
Oh, I like that.
You. And she looks at Erden and she's like, you're the half-elf, aren't you? The one who can't see in the dark. Starts with an Hang on, I got this. Erden.
Correct. Tiger starts staring pointedly at Emperor.
Okay. And
Everyone's kind of like, oh wait, I know how to go along with this. Now I want to see her. Like, he's gonna wait for her to identify a few more people.
And she looks at Idea and she's like, okay.
Emperor did not have a lot of experience with the day.
No, he didn't. I don't know if. Well, you can't be Rada because Rada was half horse, and I don't see anybody half horse here. So you must be one of the new ones that I've. Oh, okay. I thought there were 2 small ones in this group. And I'm just seeing 2 large ones. You used to be small. Well, you don't look like a leprechaun, so you must be Brina. And I really want to figure out what happened to you.
Wild magic storm.
Leaves you as one of the new ones that I can't remember the name of, but I think he mentioned something about you being a little excitable. And you really like magic.
To a day,
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
And he has a really cool sword. Never close to that.
I feel like there were
Emerald.
other.
The tooth has not made himself apparent.
No, Tooth has not made himself known. She's like, I don't know where the leprechaun is, and honestly, I'm sure nobody else does either.
I would.
Nope.
She kind of turns. Cobalt is kind of nearby, but not necessarily with you guys. She looks at him and goes, "Are you George?"
Oh, no. Um, everyone will actually step in here and go, that's Cobalt. We recruited him today. My friends, Lady Calvin, my wife.
Oh, Ern like immediately puts down his banjo and just thorough handshake.
Reno will pop up and come to shake her hand as well. It's like, hey, we didn't know about you until recently, but that's because we haven't seen him for a while. But wonderful to meet you.
Such a man thing to do, to forget to talk about their family.
No, it's literally that we haven't seen him in a while.
Thought you all were fighting the war together.
We are. We just tend to disappear because of gods.
A little divine intervention
Oh.
sabbatical of 4 years.
She kind of looks at Amber and she goes, I thought you were totally joking about that. It just didn't seem...
No, there's been a lot of gods with this group.
If you see us within 2 weeks, it'll be a wonderful surprise.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So... I've gotten some of the background. You all kind of met in weird circumstances, forgotten memories, all that.
The long and the short of it.
That's all returned at this point.
Oh yeah. Well, out of character.
We made sure of that before I departed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we made sure of that. But
Yeah,
we do have
yeah,
memories
yeah.
back, don't we?
Yes.
It's been a while since Turnanog, okay?
Including the one who did not lose her memories at that point.
They lost her memories later and then got them back.
They almost tried
That's
to
how you
make
know you're a
her
real
not
member of
too.
this crew.
Say that again, Marco?
That's how you know you're a real member of this crew, if you lose your
So-
memories at some point.
Every game.
So Cobalt won't be a real member until he's lost his memories at least once.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
I guess Tong has never been a member
Gotta
to
get that
either.
kind of help.
Look, she keeps leaving and
All right,
returning.
well, I'm gonna make note right now.
Of us because of time travel?
Also, don't think either one of the. Well, I know he hasn't. I don't know that Tong has been on a ship yet that they've sunk. So.
Not this Tom.
No.
So I'll make
She
note of
was
that.
on
too.
one that. No, she wasn't on that ship either.
Jen, there's a difference between initiation and hazing.
I'm certain there's plenty of opportunities for
This group
magic
doesn't
training.
need any hazing because the hazing does itself.
Okay,
I'm sorry in advance.
I'm telling you right now, most of the boats sinking were your rolls. You did this to yourselves.
You
the
asked
one
for
that
the
asked us.
rolls.
Bring the fire, boys.
Don't you dare bring this on us. We didn't ask for a storm to sink boats.
I mean, to be fair, we've had at least 2 boats that didn't sink.
But we've also had a wild magic storm where a warhammer magically used to rot his hand after he rolled a nat 20. So tell me that that's one of our rolls, Jen.
Roll the nat 20 to identify it, yes.
I mean, Rada's not magically learned it, so how would she know that it was cursed?
He's our perception queen? That's perception queen?
Also, religiously inclined, I feel like that should apply to curses somewhat.
Yeah.
Although magical curses and religious curses, I suppose, are slightly different flavored.
A little bit.
But probably along the same line.
Yeah. I mean, it's about the difference between an acid burn and a temperature burn.
Neither are pleasant.
Exactly.
This is true. Sounds like you guys lead exciting lives. Love to hear some of your accounts firsthand. You know, maybe when we're not in the middle of defending our homes.
Well, technically, we're not entirely in the middle of that. It's more or less happening tomorrow, yes?
Yes.
Like, Brina has a very conflicted look on her face because the storyteller in her wants to start spouting off adventures. The other part of her's like, I know we need our sleep.
I think we have at least time for one from our
Sabrina
resident
has to give the best
storyteller.
story.
One.
I say that out of character.
I know, but okay, sorry. This situation is just reminding me of a friend of mine who literally asked me for a book recommendation. One book, and she gave me 5 minutes. For those, like, I read voraciously. It was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, and now you're doing the same thing to Brina. It's like one story out of the cacophony of madness that we come from.
I'm not sure it's true or only one book or only 5 minutes to explain why.
Okay.
I didn't decide what book.
But we could start.
Well,
But
we could start with something
a-
simple. Like how
Sabrina got to be 5 feet tall.
there is that. I really want to know that, but I also want to know how you got so proficient with an instrument that I have absolutely never heard of before.
What, Banjo?
I heard he won like a competition at a Lunasa feast.
Oh,
That's
that wasn't with this. It was a drum, actually.
Oh, a drum. That's what it is. Either way, you're not like proficient in it, are you?
I'm certainly getting there.
I would fill in, but Amro doesn't actually know on this one the the whole Taliesin thing. Actually, Amro might know. I think he got filled in on that last time. But
You got filled in on the fact that he was in the drum because that was before we went to the class house, so he is still in the drum. Before we went to Lindinium, Taliesin was still in the drum.
yes,
We would have filled you in.
Let's see here. How should I go about this?
the Lunasa drum
Inter-
might have been before the Taliesin drum.
Yes, that was before the Taliesin drum.
But Taliesin still held.
But you can't really,
Yes.
explain in character that your dice just rolled really well.
He did do a very good job with that. Airden, that's your story. Go for it.
How I got good at it, or simply how I got it?
Both.
Getting it will be shorter. Ern will actually pick up the banjo and actually use it as a background music for him telling the story. Many years ago, but more of months for at least most of us, we were shipwrecked on an island known as Atlantis.
Oh, it's real.
Among the
Okay.
Yes. Among the various happenings that fortunately and unfortunately occurred during some down.
Brina's probably gonna like pull out her flute and just kind of like really quietly play along in the background with you on your banjo. It's like. Doop, 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 doop. So I'll probably pull out my new flute that Mabon gave me, but not use any of the magical fancy stuff. Just playing it as an instrument.
Okay.
We were shown around their many wondrous places to a center of shopping itself.
A market?
Not just a market, but a mall. A multi-storied, practically indoor space, selling various wares from toys to candles, instruments, food,
For market, except even more.
anything you could ask from anywhere.
Sounds made up, but keep going.
Among the various shops was one selling was a shop literally dedicated to instruments. Ones I've seen before and ones I definitely haven't. One's as small as that flute over there, some as large as Actually, I don't know how to compare this to this. Some as large as a desk, or rather 3 pushed together. And among the many was this banjo. The moment I laid eyes on it, it called to me. As if a song across the sea, as if a lover across a field. I knew I had to have it. Unfortunately, coin was thin. And so in a desperate attempt to find money, I entered a musical competition. Using the drum I had gotten I obtained from the Lou Festival. I played various songs with some additional help to be able to afford it.
So
Mike
Brina helped you?
Say that again?
So Brina helped you. That's what you mean by additional help.
I was gonna say, but as he said, getting additional help, you might have noticed Brina rolling her eyes as she's playing along on her flute. And but at that question, she's like very like Brina's gently shaking her head as she's playing. Like,
Not. Did you have another bard traveling with you?
Have I told you about the soul of Taliesin?
The Merlin? No. No, you failed to mention that one.
It was only briefly told to me. But
What do you mean the
apparently-
soul?
That is a completely different story. One we do not have time for tonight.
Say, Cobalt would have heard of the name Taliesin. He was the Merlin before he passed away. And he was like, super famous, renowned bard across the land. So, like, this would have caught his attention. Like, wait a minute. I know this name.
Alright.
Okay, hang on. I gotta take my sweatshirt off. It's getting hot.
sorry, Braxton, what was the thing you just said?
No, I was just acknowledging that.
Okay. We're good. Alright, keep going. I'll ask questions about Taliesin later.
After such performances, I went back to the mall and purchased this lovely banjo. Ever since then, at the end of a day when we all need to relax, to long marches through the marshes, I've played this ever since.
Fascinating. Atlanta sounds like a lot of fun.
Brina's like stopped playing along at this time. It's like, well, there was also a murder mystery, which wasn't as fun, but
Festus made me get involved. Not happy about.
Yeah, they had to stop working on our sword.
We arrived at a very unfortunate moment.
Come, she doesn't know. Hephaestus, the Roman god? Greek god? Shared? Vulcan. There we go. I've heard all the names. Huh. Is that who you worship? Miss...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Idea. Oh, that's your name. I have heard the name. Vaguely. Mostly
Yeah,
from Igraine, actually. She said she helped you find a dress for a wedding.
Ukraine was very helpful with the dress. Yes.
Igraine
just gonna
had got an eye.
like, Brina's just gonna like drop her voice and try and do an aside to Kellenen.
You'll have to either...
You actually whispered. That was not helpful. The microphone needs to be a lot closer.
I'm just doing just like a little aside to Kellenen, dropping her voice. It's like, don't worry, I made sure to stash Idea's dress in my bag when we got taken to the glass aisle, so we still have it. I don't know if we could ever get her back into it, but we still have it.
Nice. Okay, now for my next question. How did you end up tall?
Righty. So,
Medea gives a little bit of a grin to the sending stone that she had from Gorlois for Cadmus. And then she
does Brina notice that?
it's only brief that she kind of looks at it, smiles, and then puts it away as she thinks about the story.
Does Brina notice that?
Well, what's your passive? Because you're being asked a
My passive
question.
is 11. I rolled.
Well, it's gonna be passive because you just got asked a question and you're thinking about like,
True.
um,
My passive's only 11, and I rolled an 18.
yeah, you'll. I mean, you can see her grinning. You're not sure what she's grinning at. If she's just laughing at the thought of the dress, or
She wouldn't have been laughing.
She was not
Or
happy
how
about
you
the
got-
dress, but she remembered that Igraine was very helpful to
yeah,
her.
or if she's smiling because of the story of how you got tall.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I doubt it would have been about the dress. So it's like, maybe it's the story of how I got tall. Which makes Brina happy because it's like, oh good, she has a good memory of Cadmus. So, we had returned to the camp of the Pendragon finally. Your adventures in the Glass Isle. And then in Saketaru with the Library of Alexandria. Again, stories for another time. But yes, that's also real. So, we've returned. We went to sleep on a very normal night. I was 3'6", just like I normally was. My people, I'm a little bit tall at 3'6". Taller than my brother. Signage. But we go to sleep, and in the morning, huge rainstorm going on. Thunderstorm everywhere. Lots of rain, lots of water. I can't hear anything when I wake up because I wake up and I have sparks coming out of my ears and am deaf. But Will was able to help. Leoflin sent me over to Will. Will drove me around the cabin, or around the tent, trying to find Will because I couldn't find Rada. Because that was also, sadly, the night after she had run off. But the wild magic from the storm is what Will said was causing the sparks and deafness. And thankfully, as soon as he went to go try and help fix it, it stopped. But then we discovered that Rada was gone, and as one of my dearest friends in the party, her leaving without getting to say goodbye was heartrending. So I'm bobbing into Leoflin's arms, and in a matter of moments, my head hits her chin, and I've grown 2 feet. Because the druids decided to play a magic gambling game during a wild magic storm.
For the record, I knew this was a bad idea.
But did you try and stop Candace? No. As our friend, Reno just kind of look over at Dan again. Katniss decided to cast a spell and take a guess on what's gonna happen. I have now been 5'6" since then. I don't know why it hasn't worn off yet, because it's supposed to be wild magic. At the moment, I'm wondering if it's becoming permanent because it's been around for so long. I've gotten used to the longer limbs, though, but at the same time, I'm taller than my entire family. I'm taller than all my people.
Combined.
Combined. Well, not combined.
All of your family combined.
If you find two short ones, you might be able to stack them on top of each other.
If I stack Kiri and Roha, probably. Because Kiri and Roha are shorter.
Being tall does have one advantage. You can give bigger hugs.
Thank you, Erden.
Makes a point.
You're welcome.
Were my hugs insufficient before? She'll put her hands on her hips, and you can tell by the tone of her voice that she's joking with you, but it's like my hugs were insufficient before, apparently, because my short little arms.
Oh no, they were great. It was just the greatness you tried to convey what your body was insufficient to give.
You should just stop while you were ahead. I was kidding.
Oh,
So
okay.
we're insufficient.
So
Right.
confirmed. Got it.
I mean, hey, now that you're taller, you won't have as hard of a time catching up with Rada to give her a piece of your mind. That's out of character.
Yeah. But yes, that is the story of how I became tall. As for the story of what happens, will I become small again? That is still being written.
Well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
I can't say that I understand.
I wouldn't expect you to, but I appreciate the thought anyway.
Last time I had a growth spurt, I was like 10. So.
Why do I have a feeling that Brina would have been about tooth size at age 10?
Yeah. Better than whatever her tooth would have been at age 10.
Yeah. But I think Brina would be saying that out loud. It's like, I think I was around tooth size at age 10. Warning, he likes to put rocks in people's shoes. I'm sure Amor has already told you that, but...
Yes, I've been warned of that habit.
He's already angered a lot of the army by doing it, so...
Well, does making a note to tie his shoes tight when he takes them off tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he doesn't snip them into your shoes when you're asleep.
It's while you're in them.
Good to know.
Well, you'll all have to stop by our little... I don't know what to call it. It's not really a palace. That's a little... I mean, it might feel like a palace to a lot of you, but it's definitely a manor?
The fortress, manor, compound, palisade.
Citadel.
Citadel's a good one.
I think a manor would probably be an accurate description for this time period and with their status.
Maybe not maybe not manor, but villa.
Villa.
Chateau?
Chateau.
Chateau's just a French castle.
Yes. Chateau.
Villa to me feels more like a like a vacation home, then
It's probably closest to a fortress.
okay.
Because this would have been something built prior to Rome that Rome would have just taken over.
Okay.
Because that is what Rome does.
Yeah, so that would most likely make it either a palisade or... Nah, I just lost the word.
Ew. Either way, you'll have to stop by.
Haley, that was the word.
See the rest of the family.
Amber said that you guys have a son. Fate. I know it's Berthale. Brina's making sure.
Yes. Sorry. Yes, we do. And let me tell you, since he started talking, he won't shut up. Which may be mostly my fault, because I definitely talk more than Amor.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
already.
I could see that.
I could see.
Has Amber seen Berthale since he began talking?
No.
That's a new
Oh.
development.
Yeah, by the way, Berthale can talk.
I'm even that much more excited to see him now.
I don't know. His new favorite thing is to shout man or woman. Not mum, not dad, no. Oh, not mama or papa, no. Man or woman.
It's good to know this apart.
My personal favorite, and I am blaming this one entirely on my cousin when he came to visit, but he also likes to shout bastard, which I've tried to tell him is not okay. But there you have it.
Oh my.
By the way, I just realized something. What language is Kellenan speaking?
I would imagine that Amor may have taught her at least conversational Fae.
How much he's around? I don't know.
Probably the most universal. Presuming she knows it.
She's yeah. So she
Her other
knows a handful of languages, and she's probably been kind of, you know how when you're like fluent in different languages, and sometimes you just kind of mush them together without really thinking about it. Kind of like that. She's definitely her first language is Damnonian, but she's thrown in some Kimri. She's thrown in some Latin.
Wait,
She
her
knows
first Damnonian? Sorry.
or Dumnonian, sorry.
Thank you. I'm sitting here like, Damnonian, that's where you're in from.
Yeah, the wrong one. Dumnonian. They gotta stop naming their tribes so similar. She has thrown a few Fey words in.
Particularly interesting because she has to have picked those up. She didn't have any reason to know them.
Likely what happened is she probably overheard Amror like muttering to himself at some point and just was like, huh. Let's see if I can piece together what's going on.
Maybe he talks in his sleep.
Amber talks in his sleep.
I was like, I would think he would mutter in Spanish, but I don't know.
Well, being
Although we established that Spanish would be old enough that it would still be fairly close to Latin.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we established that as a changeling, you would have to mentally
So
switch. Okay.
There's probably
does
a little
that
bit
mean
of
he
a lot
might?
of both at this point.
Does that mean he speaks Spay?
Like she's gathered the words in from the context of what he's muttering.
The reason
I wouldn't
asked
say
is
she's perfect at it. The few Fey words she uses, you guys are like, she didn't conjugate that right, but okay. It's like, I don't think she knows what that verb means, but we'll just
I suspect that Amor's probably overtime on translating duties then, because he gets it perfectly.
yeah.
He's had his Dalmatian breath stuff on in the last 4 years.
Yeah.
I asked because Brina's probably just going to cast comprehend languages on herself so she can understand what Kellen is saying. But when it comes time for her to tell her story, that all would have been in Fey.
Mm-hmm.
Kobold's just nodding while
Amor
trying not to
translate.
we can't understand what's going on.
I was thinking
Right, like
either you translate or I cast tongues. But I bet you probably just call in translation.
yeah. He probably doesn't even think twice about it. He probably just starts.
He did a lot when he was a member of this party.
Because
Yeah.
he had so much trouble with languages.
Yup.
We still have problems with languages.
Yeah.
At least not inside the party.
Not anymore.
But well,
Actually, no. It's resurfaced.
Yep, Cobalt
It's
just brought it
real
back. We brought a
Problem
human in.
child.
Once again, we do not have a universal language.
he did with Tiberius only because I think we forced him to eat the stone that Quetzalcoatl gave us to make us all understand each other.
I still
Yep.
have one left.
You do?
Yeah.
Hey, Cobalt, come here. I gotta feed you something.
We didn't realize we had extras.
I didn't really think either.
And the ability to trust them would depend very heavily on who's handing it over. He's heard stories about Faye and their food.
Don't worry, it doesn't count. You didn't accept this.
You've already given them your name.
That just
you're
sounds like
already
a threat.
screwed. Okay. Wow. Fascinating. Yeah, anyway. Wow. It was a pleasure to meet all of you, and I look forward to more conversations with you. However, I was out on a scouting mission to see how far out you and the other army were, and I have a toddler at home. And I left him with my cousin, so
Considering your cousin's choice of words to teach him, that sounds like a not so great idea.
yeah,
Leave him
well,
there.
you see, I couldn't leave him with my parents or Amber's parents because they have very strong opinions about me going out and doing work when I should be more, what was the phrase, ladylike and stay at home.
How
That's
are you,
so
ladylike,
insulting.
fighting to defend the family?
Well, apparently it's not a good idea to be out and actively fighting if you have small children at home. However, I also don't see that stopping anybody of the lower classes, so they're just gonna have to suffer through it.
They might just survive.
I mean, if it helps, They had the same strong opinions about Amror going to join the army, but they couldn't really argue with the Duke. So
Why would they not want Amber to fight?
because he has a small child at home and he's the heir to the earldom, and the earl.
Your full heir?
Having a duke that is leading a dukedom under the age of about 12 rarely goes well. I've seen it on a few occasions. It tends to lead to political machinations.
Wouldn't they want him defending the earldom then?
Keep in mind, it's mostly the earl who's struggling with this. He's ailing and not doing so great. He's been
Lord Edmund isn't doing well?
no, he's getting old. I mean, he's lucky to have made it this long. I mean, he's like 62 or something like that.
I was gonna say he's got to be getting pretty old at this point.
Yeah. Edwin and then
Amor's not exactly young either.
Oh, the names and
At least for this time period.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's to be expected. And because everything is currently run in the Roman style, the women don't have much say in what happens to the land that their husbands own.
God damn it, Rome.
style?
Always ruining everything.
Yeah. Down with the patriarchy.
Down with the patriarchy.
I just realized that Amor is the Aladdin to Helen and Jasmine.
Yeah.
There's
So
not
we've got
anything
Moana,
capable on his own,
we've got
but-
Jasmine. Who else do we need to add into this? Who's Cusco?
I mean, we kind of have Mulan.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Uh,
Boba will be more like a Johnny Appleseed type character than anything else.
Johnny Appleseed.
Erden could be Elsa.
Say it again?
Erden could be Elsa.
Gendered Ben Elsa.
Ah, yes, becoming a type of god. Looking forward to it.
I don't know if anybody else heard me, but the Dominic is because I'm like, is Tooth a boo?
Everything good.
What? He totally doesn't steal things he's not supposed to and gets everybody else in trouble, including Amror.
No, that's just defined in a very nice, neat package. All we need to do is get him a tiny fez.
Wait, because all the weird stuff happens to Erden. Doesn't that make him the genie? Need to
Instead of
cram him
the
in.
face, it's just the cursed left leg.
Yeah,
No,
maybe
that's
he
his
isn't
lamp.
Like a lamp.
Where's Taliesin the genie?
Yes, it makes more sense as the genie.
It could be.
Taliesin gives us lots of stuff.
You know, we definitely created a proper D&D campaign if nothing casts on pretty seamlessly.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm just trying to accept the fact that the universe decides that I'm a Disney princess in every campaign that I'm in.
Where are you in IPI?
Italy?
Yeah. Who is
Elsa.
Zizaline?
I was a wizard from fantasy Scandinavia.
Yeah.
The only one I don't really have a good line of who she lines up with would be Resina.
We got played in like one session.
Yeah, the my Dragonborn in the Doctor Who short.
Oh yeah. She did get played there more than she got played in her debut.
Up in the air.
For now. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Rome kind of just sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But, hopefully once the Vortigern's been deposed, we can start changing that back to, the normal way. Where, marriages are a little more equal.
I don't know. They've already spread around Latin so much. I don't know how. I don't know about everything else.
I mean, I for one support her.
Never doubt people's ability to cling to a bad idea.
I would certainly want a partnership that was more equal.
Britain will only enforce its culture when it rules the waves.
I was gonna say, I don't know if my last comment just came across, but Brittany was commenting.
Okay. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
But as she says that, you might see a little bit of red in her cheeks.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh. Yeah, Kellyn totally notices. She kind of sidles up. She goes, "Is there someone special?"
He is now a tomato again.
Is he here?
Not presently.
Oh. Okay,
Much to her relief.
Relief? Why? There's nothing relieving about being away from the one you're meant to be with. I miss this one every day, and she kind of like pinches his cheek a little bit. It'd be a lot easier if we could talk all the time.
Makes point. I agree.
Lois makes sending stones for Ida and Cadmus. Wouldn't that work? Well, I don't know how much it takes for him to be able to do that, but...
Oh, he totally made us sending stones. I'm really good at losing small things.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure the last one ended up in the well. So, it was in a pocket. Baby got a hold of it. I don't know where it went. He might have eaten it. I don't know.
Gotcha.
In which case, I wasn't about to check where it came out.
That makes sense. Makes perfect sense.
Arthur, he looks so concerned.
Well, it's just...
Arthur's been going through several emotions for the past 2 minutes.
Well, here's the thing. If there's any part that Tong would have liked to be a part of the conversation, it would be this. But there has been no establishing that she is here or that she's aware of what's going on because of the thing that I messaged Jen about earlier this week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's rather unfortunate, but also understandable. But the good news is she's also good friends with the Green.
Say, You're not seeing anything outside of campfires for this camp and anything that looks like towns.
Alright.
So the other army is not nearby. And with the amount of time it took, you would have finished up by about this point. So wherever you'd gone to like check that all out, you can make your way back to
okay, so should probably say because she still doesn't like fires, so she is going to send Gausha out to like eavesdrop on the conversation and determine if it's something she's interested in. If this is the conversation that's going on, she's going to tentatively join the conversation.
Does Brina notice coming closer?
Probably not. You're all pretty focused, and owls are silent. Like they are
I know-
hard to
I
notice.
know Gaucho would be silent, but if
Oh,
because Gaucho is listening on the conversation, Tong is coming closer. I'm asking if I noticed
Did-
Tong. I don't believe I would have noticed
Yeah.
Gaucho.
depends. Tong, are you in your humanoid form or your fox form?
And also, Brina, how flustered are you?
Yeah, good.
Tomato.
You have already achieved tomatoes, so are you? Is your passive
No.
even an option right now?
Human.
Okay. Yeah, Brina probably doesn't notice. The others will notice. Kawana will not, because she's distracted. She's like, oh, so who's the special someone? Like,
The tomato
I
part.
need to know. I don't get enough girl talk outside of Igraine, who only talks about her children and the fact that her husband isn't there.
It's just like, oh no, oh no, oh no.
It's someone she's met at least a few times now.
Yeah, I was like, I want to be friends with Aunt Roar's wife, but this is going to ruin things.
Ember might gently
So-
step in and go, I think this is a great question, but maybe wait until she doesn't feel embarrassed in front of all her friends. Yeah, fine, you have.
Look, girls' night. Okay? I seriously need to talk about something that is not infants.
Any answer too?
I have
Yeah.
to.
Right, by
We're all like-
definition, you are a girl, so you would have to be part of the conversation.
Oh!
Or
Who are
you
you?
join Dude Song? As you are also, in fact, a girl.
I feel like Rena's like sitting around away from Helen, like upon hearing Tom's voice and being overly cheerful because it's like I'm out of the hot seat, I'm out of the hot seat, I'm out of the hot seat.
Yes, and I think that group might be a bit more a group that I'm more comfortable speaking with. Just not here and not right now, she says, looking at the fire.
You don't like fire?
Like, Ern is actually doing this. Like, cut it off now.
Gausha, the owl, right,
Uh-huh.
lands on Tom's shoulder and says, no, she does not like fire in the slightest.
That's fair. I don't like water and I live on an island. Tell me how that goes. I hate boats. Because if I fall off the boat, I can't swim.
Amber, you cannot let her get on a boat.
Remarkable.
Samurai,
He's told me about your mishaps with boats.
I wasn't even there for some of them. That's
Yeah, but you
fine.
heard all the stories.
The score is
Bella?
actually coming up about even at the moment, so
Hmm. So the last boat you were on, sunk or not?
it didn't.
No, it was just commandeered by a goddess.
Oh. So go on another boat, let that one sink, and then I'll choose to go on a boat with you.
Last boat that we went on was the one that got us to the portal to get back here, though. And probably the lady of the lake was helping. She does that a lot, thankfully.
Okay, seriously, how many gods do you people know?
Ask Ervin.
From the way that I've heard things, the half-elf knows the most, and then, well, from what I've heard, they've had 2 priests with them. So this one, at points at doesn't seem very priestly to me.
Adea and Amber also begin counting, and like, Aaron's probably got the best count.
7?
6.
Okay.
7 or
Adea's
8?
like, Quetzalcoatl, and Freyr and Hephaestus and that one. Was he a god? The guy who almost sunk our boat in the sea that wasn't supposed to be there.
Triton.
Adea would actually know this. I just can't remember.
Yes,
Yeah, right.
yes.
Because remember, Chris got mad.
Triton. And the chaos goddess that we don't like.
Got 7. Wait, no, actually, I think 8 now.
My mind has
Sorry,
resulted in 10. I don't know how I got here.
Okay, what did the 10?
Other
Alright,
gods
I'm
that I
gonna write
haven't
this
seen
down.
personally, like Lou. Well, Lou's talked to me, I guess.
So we have the two. We have the gods that
Pardon me.
the two clerics were serving. So, Artemis and Hephaestus. Lou.
Like, music god.
The 3 other gods that Rada had conferences with.
The two sleek
Cernunnos.
gods that we weren't there for.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Triton.
already up to a baker's dozen.
Boom for the
Between
party
10 and 20.
There were, and of course, there were all the interviews with Rada.
Yeah, GodCon. There are a few of those gods that I know have since died. So,
Yeah,
I thought gods were supposed to be immortal.
so did
I
I.
would have thought so too.
But I also thought the gods wouldn't have a reason to talk to me, and yet Laban came and found me. So,
Adea's count is probably at
Oh,
around 30.
Tong gives, assuming that was in character, Tong gives Gaush a smug look, and he's just said, "Lady, don't."
Emerald list is probably very small by comparison because he's got the 2 clerics gods, the goddess of chaos. I had no clue if opponent counts here or not.
oh yeah,
Yes,
It's like maybe that one.
especially since Epona is technically used by several different
pantheons.
groups, yeah, including the Celtic.
And the god, and the 1 or 2 gods that Eridan had been with in that time. Amber's list is far smaller than Adea's is, and they don't have all the same people on them either.
I believe
Aaron-
we've met the triple
Aaron-
goddesses.
We haven't
Awesome.
met the 3rd one.
Yeah,
There
you've
we
met 2 of them.
Yeah, we haven't met the
I've got
Morgan.
about 13, depending on how you slice it.
Whew. Don't tell a Christian that. Might see that
They
as
may-
bad
They have
luck.
very funny
Quietly.
responses.
Huh?
Cobalt is wheezing quietly, and the internal screaming is almost audible to anyone else around.
Poor Cobalt. She's like, what have I done? Huh. Fascinating. She kind of glances over at Cobalt. She's like, "Are you okay, sir? You look like you're hyperventilating."
I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. Nothing wrong here.
Oh, bluff me.
Niall.
That's just 5.
A 5, huh? Yeah.
I could roll a 1 and still beat that with my insight.
Everyone's just kind of looking at you like,
Try again.
Adea kind of leans over. I offered to help, but I'm not entirely sure that I would make it better.
oh, she just kind of looks. She's like, "Are you a Christian or are you pagan?"
Christian, man.
Oh.
Oh yeah, see, funny responses.
I see. She looks at you guys. So, one of those 13 was one of them Jesus?
Who's that?
No, actually.
Not that any of us know, because I think Tiberius kept that to himself.
He did.
Yeah, he kept that to himself.
And David's like, wait, I did this one for Tiberius once, and she'll pull out a few copper coins and fabricate them into a cross. Like that.
You're making that for Tiberius. And then he turned around and sold it.
That
Yeah,
sounds like
sorry.
Tiberius.
They brought a bad memory. Like,
I'm not even sure Dad knew the first time.
No, you
He
would
sold?
reference sometime in gameplay that how you felt about it. So I think you would come to know it at some point.
Like, oh. It's like, you could keep this. Don't sell it. They're supposed to mean something to you.
Right.
We can safely say Tiberius was not a good Christian. He was the Easter Christmas mass.
It was good for business, therefore.
Yeah, it was good for business, therefore I am. And
Sounds like
the only time that Jesus ever appeared to him was when we were fighting the weird magic black misty dust thing that didn't like him because he was Christian, and Jesus literally had to force him to come back. He was just gonna have to stab
It
him.
didn't like him because he was doing the sign of the cross as he ran by it.
yeah.
He was showing active faith around that thing.
Zendaya is bad for that. I'm not sure that she knows, but I think we've all established canonically that she may have killed him.
No, it is canon. Your inattentiveness to your deity did kill him. In my notes that it is canon.
Yeah, I remember that. You killed Hephaestus, you horrible person.
It did. Like only attended the MTC classes because she had to.
I assume that Cobalt is a little more diligent in his faith.
Yes.
I would hope.
I would just assume so, just on how he's been playing his character.
Okay, so haven't met Jesus yet. That doesn't mean anything, but you know, the option is there. So maybe if you stick with them, you get to talk to your deity too.
Somehow that makes him even more terrified as he's trying to process the possibility of that.
The end of the world is nigh.
But the only two books he has, because this would be early enough of a pre-regular Bible, is he's got the story of the stoning of Stephen, and he's got half the book of Revelations.
Oh dear.
Basically.
Yeah, because this is
As the
what are-
Latin would call it.
what was the last time we had an exact date for what we were on? It's
4:30. It was either 4:33 or 4:37.
Down. Or 433.
433, yeah. 433 AD.
Okay.
So, yes. Early medieval. Very early.
Now that I think about it,
Post-
Erden does ride a horse and has a flaming sword.
That's where we do an interesting crisis later.
That's joy. It's hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
Never mind. What kind of magic again did like, the Romans? The Romans don't like the magic.
No, magic is of the devil.
Emmer, I have an idea.
I have an idea.
Yeah, I
good
seem to remember that this group had a person that fits the concept of the Christian devil once.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, Henry. He I think Uther sent him to the north for scouting of some sort. I think last we heard.
I think Emmer was there for the fire-breathing owl.
You were.
And for Henry, of course.
Yes, and his terror of the fire.
It may have fit the description, but I think the fire-breathing owl was more devilish.
Yeah, the fire breathing owl was very terrifying and almost took. And thankfully, we saved Emerald. So.
I'm still upset I missed that.
You're still upset you missed that. Such a funny but weird scenario to get stuck in.
But Adea kind of going on with her idea after Amara expresses some like interest but slight skepticism. She'll point at Eridan's sword and she'll hack out one of the toad eyes and be like, "We could make more." Not that the bright part's obviously the most special, but
What is?
What?
Where did you? How did you get a big gemstone like that?
Oh, it's a toad's eye.
Glass tile.
giant.
I'm sorry. Hang on. Hold on. Swow, back up. A toad's eye.
I've got two
You
of
had to
them.
be there.
Able to put the first one down, which is like 25 pounds, and pulls out a second one.
And here I thought materials were going to be a concern.
Adea looks at Tom, remembers that conversation, and goes, "Oh yeah, I forgot about these." I said, yeah.
It's just like busted out laughing. She just looks at Amber and she goes, "I love your friends. Oh my gosh. They need to come over more often." This is absurd.
I didn't really know what to do with them before, but
Funny thing is, this is probably one of the few times where Cobalt actually feels like he understands what's happening, because comes from a mining family. Wait a minute.
This is somehow the most normal weird thing he's seen so far.
Adea,
literally
if
the
you
largest
were
sapphires the human world has ever seen.
Adea, if you are suggesting that you add fire to a bunch of other swords, no, you are not doing that. There are better things to do with the sapphires.
You could add them to gloves. Or fancy helmet. Well, maybe not fancy.
Why would I want a hat to be on fire?
To intimidate the Romans.
Cobalt just attempted to try and figure out what that thing would be worth, and rolled a 1.
Too boggled.
Like,
Yes.
I've never seen so
He's
much
distracted.
sapphire in one spot. I can't comprehend.
Mm-hmm.
I've calculated this.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Okay.
if you're curious, as a player, Dominic's calculated it.
That certainly would be interesting to know.
100,000 gold pieces each.
Dang.
She's just walking around with 200,000 gold pieces worth of sapphire in her bag of holding, and forgot about
So,
them.
okay.
This is the Dea, and we love her.
Question. Can you change the color of them?
Well, we used an emerald for the bright part, and it still turned out orange. I was really hoping it'd turn out green. I thought that'd be cool.
Out of player, if you could make it blue, that would be such a cool Will-o'-the-Wisps kind of a reference.
Oh no, she's got a different idea. So,
I used to be able to do it with magic I don't have anymore. Lou was gonna help me get that back, and then Rada ran away.
Sorry to ruin your plans.
Tong, you know magic. Can you, while we're doing one spell, can you just add color to it to make it permanently that way?
Okay. I'm going to presume that's an Arcana check. Gaucha help.
Or in the Saxon camp, maybe I could. I have prestidigitation.
Okay. So that's that's a 20, not natural, to see if what Erden asked is possible.
huh? Sorry.
So, Ern asked Tong if what was the question, Marco?
If, since you know magic and color changing might be easy, can you just do, while enchanting something with one spell, can you just throw another one on just to effectively change a minor aspect of it?
Okay. And I rolled a 20 for Arcana.
It's not impossible, but it will not be easy.
It's not impossible, but certainly will not be easy.
Although I did
What,
think
do you have to,
about
like,
armor and
add a
sword.
metal or something while you're doing it to change the color? Like when copper burns blue or whatever?
I was actually going to ask if Adea has any knowledge of the fact that copper would burn green. Or...
Oh, absolutely. She knows which metals would burn which colors, or which salts would burn certain colors.
Mhm.
That is something she would have learned under the tutelage of the Hephaestus group.
That's great. That sounds awesome.
So what would happen if they were... Well, copper swords wouldn't be very useful in battle.
I would say that Erden has some idea that this is possible, because he would have seen the fire druids changing the colors of their fires, but he wouldn't be sure if that was something they were burning or some magic they were using. But he does know that the flame can change color.
Yeah, it's like he tried to do it on his own and found, oh, copper coins. You can do it with those, but I don't have much luck with anything else except for making it black.
What about animals? Could you change the color of animals? Say, a horse.
Ask the permission first.
I could have changed their
So-
eye color.
Did I ever not explain that my people speak to animals?
He might have, and I might have just forgotten, because that's kind of weird, but for
Free to speak
everybody
to
else.
Like, I would just feel better asking the horse's permission first before changing its color. I can handle that. Horses are a lot easier to deal with than some
If
animals.
we're going up against a Roman army, a really good way to freak them out would to have 4 horses of very specific colors, with very specific riders on them.
He wants to
I'm
create the
listening.
Or kobolds.
Cobalt immediately starts rattling off all the details.
Yeah, what he said, the white horse and the red horse and the black one and the pale, which I suppose isn't a color, that's just a state of being.
So, you need something like this, and Tong will use Silent Image to create an image of one of the horsemen.
Cobalt, I need you to make me a wisdom save.
No.
Adea,
Yeah.
you have regular horse colors? Couldn't we find 4 horses of that color?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I
Maybe.
mean, I already
That
have
is a total of
Thunderclap.
8.
That was a
Thunderclap
what?
is a
8.
Oh, an 8? Oh, jeez. One of the horsemen of the apocalypse just appears in front of you. And
Cobalt loses it.
it's just
He is on his knees, not quietly, but more or less screaming, praying at this point.
which color
Freaking the
did
heck
you
out.
pull up, Arthur?
Let's see. There's 4 of them.
Uh-huh.
Let's see.
Damn it, now I have to Google this.
Yeah.
Yep, so there's white, red, black, pale. So that's conquest, war, famine, death.
I think we already met the pale horse earlier on this journey.
I'm
Yeah.
Cernanos has a
Cernanos.
wait, pale
I
white
roll
horse.
D4 for this.
Okay.
Alright, so,
riding a white horse. Makes sense.
So let's see. That's it's say 1 is death, 2 famine, 3 war, and 4 conquest. It's a 1.
Pestilence. So oh, the death horse. Okay, you think you're gonna die? You're on death's door.
That looks nothing like Cernanos.
Cobalt is freaking out and is immediately crawling into his bag looking for any sort of herbs, remedies, medicine he might have.
Is that supposed to be Cernanos?
No. Well, yes. I mean, it's supposed to be the death. Yeah. It's not real.
Cobalt.
I think I should help now. Adea will casually walk by and cast heroism on Cobalt.
Excellent.
Okay.
The only question is if he's willing.
Oh.
It does require a willing creature.
He's too busy freaking out to be unwilling.
So he's in between willing and not willing.
He is semi.
I think that's willing enough for me.
Okay, you're able to kind of get yourself back under control long enough to realize it is an illusion. You can see through it. It's not.
Yeah, Erden is putting his hand through the horse, like as if he's clearing away fog.
It's okay.
Look, the mane isn't even. The mane is nowhere near right. It has to go over here.
Cobalt is going to quietly stand up, brush himself off, and speak in Latin. Apologies, pardon me. And he's just going to walk away for a moment and go compose himself.
Well, if that's how he reacts, imagine how a Roman army would react. Just a thought. But on that note, I think it is time for me to leave. We can discuss this more later.
Okay.
Are you sticking with the army, dear, or are you gonna come home?
I know what Amber would want from in a vacuum. Question is what the expectation is of him, which he probably knows. And I, as his player, do not.
The expectation would be to stay with the army. I will say, however, you know your wife. You know how she is. Gorlois may allow this. 'Cause he doesn't want to deal with her.
Erden is actually looking at at Amber like, do you really think he's anyone's gonna say no, you can't be with your wife.
Emerald will look at her and say, let's go check in with Gorlois. 'Cause he knows where he's supposed to be, and he at least feels like he should stay. But also kind of an indication of, I know where I want to be.
Yeah, right. Easy enough. So the two will walk off. I'll leave you guys to your own devices. Right. When you do go to talk to Gorlos, he doesn't even like wait for you guys to say anything. He just looks between the two and he's like, "Yeah, all right, you can go home." But I do expect you back at the palace in 2 days.
Of course. I would. Also, Adea had a little bit of a raw idea, but maybe a good one that we should probably look into at some point. Something about
Noted.
claiming, well, it doesn't have to be swords, like Eridan's, but same concept.
Interesting. Yes. We should discuss later.
Yeah.
Alright. And the two of you will walk off. Alright. Is there anything else you guys want to do this night?
Nope. I am satisfied. Song is satisfied.
I got to scare someone.
Didn't even intend on it.
Alright. If that is the case, that is where we will end, as it is 10 o'clock. And
We spent 2 hours introducing it.
Killing
Life.
it. Killing it.
I mean, you know, as you do.
Yeah. It actually makes sense the more you think about it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep. Tomorrow in game, you will be at the palace, and the real planning and such begins. Dun, dun, dun.
The real
Also,
strategy meeting.
Small
we
children.
we keep Adea's brilliant ideas from becoming the scheming that is that meme with all the red strings and Adea, I think if we take these 3 off of the board, it will make a lot more sense.
Idea, trust me.
Yeah, I like that Idea pulls out the eyes. She's like, you did mention these before? Oh yeah, I forgot.
But again, idea of a statement that is, though. I forgot that I had this in my bag.
She had the sword idea really early on, but it took her until like the day before we got to the ley line to pull everything else she'd found out and go, you know,
Oh.
we might be able to do this even better, and we were already on the even better path. Just imagining getting to the ley line and Adea's like, all right, I've got the sword, we've got the ley line, and I brought all this other stuff that I don't know if it's going to be useful or not. As she's like shaking out a bag, and Will's like, oh geez.